Hi, welcome to Bar Cart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about The Circus Infinite by Khan Wong. Like many of the books that we enjoy here on Bar Cart Bookshelf, this is a story about nightlife. It's set at an intergalactic circus on the infamous pleasure moon Persephone 9, and is the story of Jess, a pickpocket and runaway with strange anti-gravity powers who finds himself drawn into the embrace of the found family and working family of the circus while struggling to avoid the clutches of the institute that wants to exploit his nascent anti-gravity powers and the gangster who finances the circus. So a wonderful nest of forces operating on Jess as he finds himself really struggling to be happy for the first time in his life, having escaped a family that didn't really love him and an institute that wanted to understand and exploit his powers, and to find himself embraced by the magic of performance and the circus arts. As a fan of the musical Pippin, I really enjoyed the sort of circus performances that Wong describes in the book, and was just overall really charmed by the whole story. It's a nice, wonderfully paced sort of action while still really diving deep into these character relationships. Jess is an empath and struggles with his asexuality and how that relates him to not only his friends but to a nascent romance with one of the acrobats and clowns in the circus. And we get a really lovely exploration of what their relationship is and what it can be, and how to find a better version of yourself when you're around people who actually want you to be a better version of yourself, rather than viewing you as a sort of object to exploit, as the Institute does. So it was a really lovely space opera, and filled with those sort of bright colors that we love here, the really luminous eccentricities that you can get when you go into deep space. And there's a promise for the potential for more within this universe, even if the story is very well contained as a standalone. So of course, we had to make a drink for it, and you can see we got a lot of purple going on. So we're going to try and make that drink purple. It should be a good time. So without any further ado, why don't we turn to this week's drink, the Kozmiqa, a spring highball in honor of the Circus Infinite by Khan Wong. You can tell that the weather is warming up because we are all about highballs here on Bar Cart Bookshelf lately. Just lovely bits of sparkling water and bubbles. Also appropriate when you have anti-gravity powers to get that extra bit of effervescence in there. We're going to start with 2 ounces of Japanese whiskey. It's a slightly overproofed whiskey, so it's going to hold up to some of the slightly heavier, sweeter modifiers that we're going to add, while still being light enough that it won't overpower them. So, got that whiskey there. I snagged it at Trader Joe's, of all places, and a pretty good blended whiskey. You could also use the Iwai 45 that we used in our Jade Legacy video a couple of months ago. Now we've got a lemon here, and we're going to get an ounce, there we go, of lemon juice. That's about half a lemon in there. Should be good. Wonderful. And then we're going to add our modifiers, the things that will help to take what is, brown and a very pale, sunny yellow, and make it purple. So, got a little overzealous, but we've got our black cherry grenadine here, one that we've used before, It's a really nice, rich, dark black cherry syrup. A little red in there. Touch of rose water as well to bring that wonderful spring florality. And then our old friend, blue curacao. Yes, it's a gimmicky kind of ingredient, but it is a lot of fun, and it's one that can be deployed in a lot of really exciting ways, while bringing that sort of sweet orange quality to it, complementing the bright citrus of the lemon. And then, to bring just a little more red and a little more balance to the whole affair, we've got Peychaud bitters. Gonna have rose hips, anise, licorice, that sort of thing, and it's very brightly red. And we're gonna get just a few dashes in there. So, we've got 2 ounces of our whiskey, an ounce of lemon juice, half and half, an ounce of our sweeteners, the black cherry grenadine and the blue curacao, a couple of dashes of the Peychaud bitters. As always, easier to add more, hard to add less. So give it a try with a few, and if you want a little more intensity when we complete our drink, then you can always do a bit more. And then we'll add our ice and get everything nice and blended and shaken up. Good. There we go. Do you want to get that sort of frosting on your tins there? You can see we've got this nice and shaken up. Ooh, it smells very nice. And we'll get that in there. So you can see we've got sort of a dusky purple in there. Wonderful. And then, of course, as we said, it is a highball. And when you're floating people, 20 feet in the air, you need those extra bubbles. So we've got some unflavored seltzer that we'll just pour in there to lengthen and lighten and make just the slightest bit of a mess overflowing, but that's all right, because it's just seltzer water. It's very easy to clean up. And so there you have it, the Kozmiqa, a spring highball in honor of Khan Wong's The CIRCUS Infinite. CIRCUS Infinite is available now. Got a link to snag the book down below from the publisher Angry Robot. We've also got links, as always, to the Boston Shaker for tools and ingredients, bitters, that sort of thing, this highball glass. And until next time, please tell all your friends about what we do here at Bar Cart Bookshelf. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell up in the corner so you never miss a video. Until next time, cheers. Springtime in space.